Hi, I'm Ashna for International Career Show, and today on our show we have the pleasure of having Ekta Agarwal. She is the founder of Shakti Therapy and Healing Services. Welcome, Ekta. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Ashna. It's a pleasure to be here today.
So, when did you decide? Because I've been following your career for a number of years. When did you decide that the therapy industry needed to be disrupted and improved?
I realized too many people were being treated as diagnosis and symptoms instead of as human beings. Therapy often ignores culture, spirituality, the body, and truly the deeper stories that shape us and the sufferings that we go through. So I built Shakti Therapy to integrate both Eastern wisdom and the Western sciences and help people heal from the root cause and not just manage symptoms.
Well, you also talk about how therapy is very sacred. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. I think a lot of clinicians just kind of sit right here in the mind and focus on coping skills and thought patterns. And I believe therapy is an integration process. It is the mind, the body, and a spirit. And Shakti itself, the word, means the primordial force in each and every one of us. It is responsible for courage, change, and commitment. And so, as clinicians, as therapists, we are just guides and vehicles to that Shakti, and we help awaken that. So that in and of itself is such a sacred process.
What do you think are the misconceptions that people have about seeking help?
Yeah, this is an easy one. I think a lot of people think that therapy is for people who are crazy or people, like I like to say, people who are broken or in crisis. And the truth is, therapy is often for folks like probably you and I are the high functioning people who are tired of surviving, who are carrying that invisible weight, pretending like we've got it all together. And honestly, we've been repeating patterns and are finally ready to kind of put that down and understand who we are at a deeper level and connect with our higher purpose.
And what are some of your specialties?
Yeah, our practice really specializes in the integration of culture, emotional safety, growth, and deep humanity. We also specialize in psychedelics and ketamine assisted psychotherapy. A lot of our clients come to us because we get first generation communities. All of our clinicians are first generation they either speak a different language or they are from that community, and we all connect with something greater than ourselves. That could be nature, higher self, self-love, God, spirituality, whatever that definition is, vision, purpose, it does not matter. But when you can connect with something bigger than you, you're no longer in a tunnel vision, you are expansive. So our practice really specializes in that, and we help people then connect to their purpose from that space.
So, right now you're expanding your business and you're looking for therapists. Tell me what you're looking for.
Absolutely. We are always expanding and hiring and looking for clinicians. And the qualities that matter most are the ones that we can't teach. We can teach modalities, but we cannot teach heart, humility, curiosity, emotional maturity, or emotional capacity, as I like to call it. And so we look for those in our clinicians, and that is all related towards self-awareness and their own commitment to healing. You can't help others heal unless you've made your own commitment to healing and gone down that journey.
What are some of the key points during interviews that you look for when you're hiring someone?
Great question. One of my favorite questions I love to ask clinicians, which kind of throws them off guard, is what are the three top qualities in your life professionally? And a lot of them stumble and they're like, oh, like as a therapist, I like to be, compassionate. I like to listen. And I'm not even asking about them as a therapist. I'm asking professionally, where do they see themselves in the grand scheme? And the reason I like to see this is, are they forward thinking? Are they seeing themselves beyond that therapeutic chair? Another one, in today's world, a lot of our young folks are job hopping or job dating, as they call it, and moving from one job to the other and gaslighting. And so I am really looking for loyalty. Gone are the days when, folks were staying at jobs for 2+ years. And so if I can get a therapist who is committed and loyal and present not only to our practice, but to their clients, that's a big win for me. And the third one is agency, which kind of weaves right into the growth mindset. They're not looking to me for answers, but in this digital world today where answers are at our fingertips, they have the ability to go find the answers on their own first.
And then what are you offering in return to them?
Yeah, this is a learning practice. So we love to hire associates. My whole purpose is to build extraordinary clinicians. And so that means you get to come here and make 1,000 mistakes. My ask is you let me know about those mistakes. If I need to find out from someone else, we have a problem. But if you come and tell me, we get to learn from it together and we get to grow from it. I think mistakes are wildly beautiful because they give us the ability to advance. And this is a great place to do that. We also have individual supervision and group supervision, which are training grounds for our clinicians. And every exit interview, the number one feedback I get is, wow, your supervision and the group culture you've created is extraordinary, and I have thrived in those places.
So you're hiring an associate, right? Associate clinician. And tell me about like salary and benefits and things that you'd be offering this associate.
Yeah. Everyone wants to know those things. Stability is a big, big part of this process, and you can't help other people unless you feel safe and stable. So we have a lot of benefits. We offer a 401k and we match at the highest level. We have a self-care stipend. Burnout is a real thing, and we want to make sure we're taking care of our clinicians. We have a tuition stipend. We have a training stipend. Like I said, education is a big part. So we're definitely fostering that culture. And in addition to that, we also have health insurance. And part of our health insurance, we make sure that the therapy piece of it is absolutely free. So encouraging our own clinicians to continue doing their own healing. In addition to that, our salaries range anywhere from 50K to 100K. You might be wondering why that range is so high. It accounts for a brand new clinician coming right out of school to an experienced clinician.
Well, that's great. So if somebody wants to reach out to you, Ekta, like how do they reach out to you? And is diversity something that's also really important to you?
Gosh, if you are speaking a different language, if you come from a different community, this is your home. Whether you're a client, whether you are a therapist, we love that. And so diversity is the heart and foundation of Shakti therapy. And it says it in the name itself. It's a very unique name. So yes, it is. They can reach out to us on our website. We are consistently putting blogs and updating it and are just so active online. www.shaktitherapyhealing.com. And gosh, check out our Instagram. Our handle is at Shakti Therapy. We're always posting tips. We love when people just stop by, say hi, like our comments, interact with us. That's a great place to reach out as well.
Speaking of social media, when hiring an associate clinician, are you also looking for someone who is social media savvy, who has like marketing experience, who can bring in clients as well?
This makes me laugh. Just recently, I saw an Instagram meme where this therapist posted, why are all therapists becoming influencers? And her response, well, because all influencers are becoming therapists. And it is so true. Every influencer is giving therapeutic advice without any education or experience in that department, might I say. And so they don't necessarily need any experience. No, you're a therapist. You're not a marketing social media expert. So I do not require that. Now, if you have it, it's obviously a plus. And if you're open to learning about it, I will gladly teach you. As a businesswoman, you learn to wear 1,000 hats. And so social media and marketing are two of those hats I've had to learn to buy and wear.
Well, thank you so much, Ekta, for your time. Thank you for helping our community, for growing our community and opening people's minds. We really appreciate you coming on the show and sharing what you're looking for as well, and wish you all the best and all the success with your company. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
it's been a pleasure to be part of this today. Thank you for having me.
And this is the International Career Show, and I'm your host, Ashna, and I will see you next time.